Ah, nice deep breath. Today, I opened a book from Edgar Casey and turned to a page about the 7 chakras, which we'll talk about. And I also was guided to a deck of angel cards that I haven't used in a long time. And I'm not sure who this message is for, but it really is for all of us. So I think I will start with the card that literally flew out of the deck. As we know, when we drop in, when we ask for our guidance, when we ask for a message, if we shuffle angel cards, any sort of tarot cards, anything, whatever we need to know, whatever we need to hear, will fall out. So this is the card that fell out today. Gifts from God. And this is Archangel Sandalphon, whom I had never heard of. Then I found out he was one of my little archangels that was with me all the time. I found this out years ago. He's quite cute. And Archangel Sandalphon says, we angels, bring you gifts from your creator. Open your arms to receive. So that's why we're just starting today. Open arms, spread open those arms, open the heart, just looking up to heaven, grounding into earth, almost like you're making that angel in the snow. And let's just hold this pose and breathe deeply, opening the diaphragm. The diaphragm's a wall. It's a barrier on some level. But we want to open that wall. We want to open the breath. We want to receive the gifts and the breath. The breath is a gift from God. So just expand, and you may even feel your vertebrae cracking. You may feel it opening. It's a great, simple self-adjustment. And now, obviously, right, we breathe in and we exhale. We need the full circle of the breath, which is something Casey talks about. We need the full circle to be balanced. We need to inhale, receiving. We need to exhale and give it out. Giving, receiving, giving. And I find that when I move my hands, my arms, I'm exaggerating that energy, but I'm really moving the energy in my auric field. So it's this simple to raise up your energies. You don't even have to know meditation or breath work. Just open, and just see how gentle and beautiful. Especially in the morning, it's nice to be gentle. And I will read you the message. So the gifts from God. Archangel Sandalphon says, heaven is expansive and ever increasing. One of the ways in which heaven expands is through giving and sending love continually. This love is sent your way in many forms, and your only task is to be willing to receive. Right now, the answers to your prayers await your willing receptivity. I'm going to read that again. Right now, The answers to your prayers await your willing receptivity. Open your arms to these gifts. Your Creator wills that you be happy, healthy, secure, and that all of your needs will be provided. Release any fears of receiving to me. So notice if you have had a prayer, been saying a prayer. Notice if maybe you're blocking the receiving. You know, we say, be careful what you ask for, because you'll get it. So really being mindful and open. And they tell us about Archangel Sandalphon just so that you can work with him. He's one of Sandalphon's principal roles is to deliver and answer our prayers. That's what she does. Sandalphon says that every prayer is heard and answered, although the answer may come in a different way than we expect. That's always the biggest thing, right? May not come the way we expect it. So let go of expectations. All prayers are of equal importance in heaven, and there are plenty of angels to help everybody on earth. So call upon Archangel Sandalphon when you need help in allowing yourself to receive. Am I worthy of receiving? Is God going to really listen to my prayers or the angels? Do they really have time for me? Are my prayers really that important? What goes through you, through your mind? What might be the little negative or doubting self-talk? Or maybe you say, oh, my prayers are never answered, so why bother? Just notice your beliefs, for your beliefs can be the wall, the barrier. And it's also telling us that it's okay to ask. It's okay to ask for help, to pray. And then we step out of the way. We let the angels, the angelic realm, take over. And we let them, God, determine how our prayer is answered. It's not for us to control. It's for us to step out of the way and watch for the miracle. Let go and let God is an expression. But do you trust? Even when things get tough, doesn't mean your prayer isn't being answered or worked on. It may be that we're being tested. It may be that there's a pattern that we need to change, a belief, a thought, an action. And in meditation, as we're awakening our Kundalini energy, as we're opening the 7 chakras, things will arise. That energy is arising. As the energies in our collective consciousness in the world are changing these days, things, energies, emotions, situations are arising. And they can be difficult. But it doesn't mean the prayer isn't being heard or worked on. And my mother always said, there is no time. The angels are in a different time zone. They don't have time. She and her meditation friend would say, you know, the message would be, and tomorrow the light will be seen in your hands. And then tomorrow would come. And they got frustrated. They're like, well, nobody's seeing the light. And then their ascended masters would say, we don't know tomorrow. Those are your words. We don't know time, they would say. There is no time. And that happened over and over again. So I know one of my lessons is the patience. When will the prayer be answered? How am I maybe in the way? Is it being answered and I don't know? Am I blocking it? Am I not receiving it? Am I not feeling heard, loved? Or am I not loving and receiving? So if you have a prayer, you may say it out loud. Somebody's not muted, if we don't mind. Let me see, Allison, would you do me a favor and mute, please? Thank you, we can hear. So just say your prayers out loud, right? Out loud has a power. And we'll just sit with a prayer for a moment. And again, opening your arms and your heart and opening your mind to receive. Beautiful. Good. And now let's bring our focus, our attention into our heart center, into that threefold flame. And as you're doing your equal breathing, so we always invite the equal breath, I want you to bring your awareness to the spinal column. And you may stand for this, you may sit, but again, we want to be opening that spinal column. We want it to be flexible, movable. We want that Kundalini energy to be able to rise and fall. That cerebral spinal fluid that is your life force. So you may want to stand. You may want to have the space to move. Be able to spread your arms and maybe just come down and touch the floor and then slowly come back up or reach up to the sky at your inhale, the great central sun, and exhale, bring the energy down, 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 bend that spine, slightly bend the knees, come to the ground, hands on the floor, leave your exhale out. Inhale, bring the energy up, 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 but you're focusing on that spine opening, the energy coming up, 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 reaching up to the great central sun, maybe a slight arch in the back. Hold it and exhale, bring it down, 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 down. I want you to keep this going as you're opening up the vertebrae. I want you to focus your breath and your attention on each of the vertebrae as you open them up. There's 33 vertebrae. 33 is the Christ consciousness, dear ones. The spine is the ladder to heaven. It is the steps, the ladder up to the heavenly kingdom. So as we do all the time, we're working the breath, but we're working the spine. We need to integrate the physical body, the etheric body, the mental layer body, and the emotional, as we do with the violet flame. Keep that going now. Feeling each one opening and releasing, nice and gentle. Our spine is like the staff that was carried by the god Mercury, also known as Hermes in the Greek tradition, and by Thoth in the Egyptian tradition, and Enoch of the Hebrews. The staff is your spinal column. The Kundalini energy comes up, up, up. Your spinal column comes up over the top of your head. And through the readings of Casey, the energy comes over the crown and down to your third eye. Like a hook. But think about the spinal column. Think about the staff that was used by these ancient ones, and think about our medical symbol. It is the staff with the wings. Yes, there's no mistakes. It all goes back to the ancient times. And the wings are for the spiritual flight, the messengers of God. All these beings were messengers. Some were prophets, but they were messengers of God. And when we raise our Kundalini, when we are attuned, we are messengers of God. So the movement, if you will, the flow of your Kundalini is so important, and it must be opened gradually. It's not a race. It can be harmful, they say, if it's forced, if it's done too fast. So that's why the equal breath, I believe, also the gentleness, the encouragement, it's connection. And since there is no time, just allow the connection. Now, if you wish, sit back down, but still just focus gently on the breath and noticing the spine. So our life force flows up, 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 and comes down, down, down. Going up to the heavens, if you will, to become conscious of the other realms. And then the integration is when the energy comes down, down through our body and down into this earthly plane that we're integrating with the breath. We're balancing. So we have what Casey calls a circular flow. We're awakening, we're enlivening the centers, the 7 chakras. We're filling them with the fluid, with the life force. And then we empty, receiving and giving, giving and receiving. The other thing Casey says, which we won't go into in detail, but he talks about the archetypal energies. And many of you know Carolyn Mace talks about the archetypes. But if you ever feel so inclined, you might go back and read some of the fairy tales. Snow White and the 7 dwarfs. Because anytime there's a story that includes 7, the story is really about your 7 spiritual centers. And he talks about the book of Revelations. And I've been told to study the 7s. I've been guided to do that every so often. It's mind-boggling. But you have the 7 churches, the 7 seals, the 7 vials, the 7 plagues. It's just, when you go deep into the true meaning, it is mind-boggling what the book of Revelation is saying to us. And I cannot fully understand it, but I work with it every so often. But it's about opening our 7 spiritual centers. So these are messages, these stories, the Bible. Wherever you see the number 7, pay attention. For it's another avenue, if you will, to open your Kundalini energies, to affect your nervous system, to affect the way you receive. Your nervous system receives information. We're an antenna, right? Are we not like an antenna reaching up, up, up into the cosmos, tapping in to that collective energy? And then we bring it down and through. We're being informed. We're taking that information. We're being informed. And down through our body and into the earth. Each of the 7 centers is a different aspect of God. Each of the 7 centers needs to be opened and aligned. And some of the centers kind of work together, affect each other. And we know that's true in the physical body as well. Like the throat chakra, the thyroid has a correlation with the spleen, which is in the diaphragm area, the 3rd chakra. The thyroid and the spleen physically affect each other. The 2nd chakra area, that of the emotional body, affects the head. The gut affects the head. The emotions affects our head, our upper chakras. We know when we go to a chiropractor, the lower back may be out, but it's going to affect the upper. It's going to affect the neck and vice versa. But then you look at the correlation. Gee, if I'm always having trouble with my neck, what's going on in the throat chakra? What's going on in this energy center? And how is it connected? What expression of source is that energy center? What does it represent? Or the root, which is that primal ancestral energy. So there's a lot to learn. But you don't have to learn it all. You just have to bring your focus and your intention. And with a little knowledge, we're able to heal ourselves. As we focus on the 7 centers. So take a moment as you're continuing your breath and just be with the flow of fluid in your spine. And again, this is why we need to be sitting straight back or laying down. But the spine wants to be straight, unimpeding the flow of the fluid. And just tap in and see if you can sense the vertebrae, sense the muscles around your spine, or sense the flow of the fluid. Just dropping in quietly. And you may open up, you may move as you find an area of the spine that maybe is tense or blocked. Do some gentle movements, open it, or send extra power of your breath there. Send your intention to open. And notice which chakra that area of body might correlate to. And for the throat area, for those who don't know, I just always open the mouth, stick out the tongue like lion pose. Open. For your root, you may want to squat. Get that root chakra going down to the earth, squatting, opening. Second and third, bending over. Good. Now, let's go back to how we normally reach up, up, up to the great central sun. That's our inhalation. We hold it and we intone, I am that I am, as we're reaching up. And on the exhalation, that beautiful golden light pours down and through us, down and through our body, through our chakras, through our legs, into the earth. And then we leave the exhale out. On the inhalation, you're bringing up the beautiful green energy of Mother Earth, the healing energy, the nurturance, inhaling that energy up from the earth through your feet, through your body, your chakras, all the way back up to the great central sun is the inhalation. Hold it as you intone, I am that I am. And again, on the exhale, the golden light comes down and through the crown, through the chakras, through your body, all the way into the earth and grounding, rooting. Keep going in deeper and deeper. And I want you to keep this process going with the focus really on connecting both into the earth and into the great central sun, because we want to see if there's now a difference in your ability to ground. Is it different because we opened the spine differently this morning? We paid more attention. So keep this going for a few rounds, intending to deepen that grounding, that connection with Mother Earth, and then bringing her up, up, up. I am. You're receiving and you're giving. We must be connected on both ends to be the divine channel, the beacon of light, which is our purpose. So, if you will, our antennas of our fingers is the same as our toes. We must be plugged in to heaven and plugged into earth. When you feel fully balanced, come back into the heart. Back in to the flow of the fluid in your spine. Be aware now. The flow of your cerebral spinal fluid is very subtle. In cranial sacral myofascial work, we work to balance that flow. It impedes your health if it's not balanced. It is a very distinct feel when it's in its proper flow. Good. Now I'd just like to try Edgar Casey's version. So when you breathe in this next time, I want you to imagine that you're bringing up the Kundalini energy, the base of the spine. You're inhaling it up, up, up the back of your spine. And you're bringing it up and you're coming over your head, over the crown, and you stop at the third eye. So the in-breath brings it all the way up and over. At the third eye, you stop and hold your breath. And on the exhalation, it goes from the third eye down the front channel, as he talks about the acupuncture meridians, comes down through that front channel all the way down to the pubic area. That's your exhale, and you leave it out. On the next inhalation, it goes from that pubic area, you pull it down and through. So down and through the groin area, back up the spine, coming all the way up, 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 over the crown again to the third eye, and hold. Exhale it down that front channel all the way down to the pubic area. Leave the exhale out. Next inhalation, you're pulling it from the front of that pubic area down and around and back up the spine. Keep this going for a few moments. This is bringing us into a full circular breath, and see how it feels different. Next time you bring it up and over, just stay at that third eye center, the window of the soul. Just gazing out that window. Good. And then just come back into the heart. And hoping you now have a fuller awareness, if you will, of the spinal column, of the 7 spiritual centers, of your breath and your connection, your grounding. And just notice your overall feeling. Good. And from this beautiful, what I call a beautiful, quiet, peaceful state, let's now spread out our arms, open our hearts, and let's create our beautiful healing circle, connecting to each other in our big circle of golden light, sending our heart energy, the love, the violet flame into the center. Beautiful flame flowing, flowing, flowing in the center of our circle. For this flame transmutes and transforms the cause and effect of all karmic energies, any and all limitations, any and all energies that have a lower vibration than the divine. Get that flame blazing within you and into the center. And as you feel ready to place a person or situation into the center, please unmute yourselves. Put the person or situation in so that we may all focus our heart energies, our healing energies, our divine energies, praying, intending, and that our prayers are to be heard because we're open now. We're open to receiving. So as you wish, unmute and speak your prayer.
I place the people of the United States in the center of the circle.
Blaze, blaze, blaze. Feel that energy. Feel the energy that just went through as she spoke those words. Woo! Blaze, blaze, blaze with full power, everybody. Blaze, blaze, blaze. As Kate asked for all the people of the United States, all, woo, transmute and transform any and all lower vibration energies, karmic energies, transmute, transform with full power, with full power. And then today I'm going to add, we always say it, but see it done. What each one of us is asking, see the end result. Not how, not when. Focus on the end result. The healing, the healed, the divine perfection. Into the circle, I place all families with a focus on the unity, the family unit, the extended family unit, that all may feel supported, loved, held. The family units that we come back together, creating family units for all. Feels like such a heavy, heavy energy. And I ask for the healing of each and every person in our circle, those that are here and not here, physical body healing, etheric body healing, mental body healing, emotional body. That whatever the full moon and eclipse is bringing forth, that we may have the help and support to work through these cosmic times and all that it's bringing up again for the whole United States, the world. This is truly a time of change, of transformation. And may we support each other through the transformation. See the end result that you desire for yourself and for humanity. Focus on that now, please, with full power. In the arms of the angels. Again, calling on Archangels Sandalphon. We angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. Here's that beautiful image again. Opening our arms and our circle to receive for ourselves and for humanity. What we ask for ourselves, we ask for every man, woman, and child. For we are one. Slowly coming back now. Bringing your energy back from the center of the circle, back into your body. Slowly bringing yourself back in. Slowly opening your eyes, wiggling your fingers, your toes. Slowly coming back into your space. Knowing that your body, your energy body, has been renewed, revitalized, awakened, enlivened. Rejoicing in this new day, giving thanks for the new day and that our prayers are being answered.